of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he's thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on it. Additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Tannehill. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, 38 yards. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. 2nd and 11 now. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with it. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Tennessee. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Quick slant here to Woods. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it?
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Azeez Ojulari in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now it's Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's how we do it.
The sack there by J.J. Watt. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
Let's go.
A huge play there for Arizona. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
16's coming. Check back.
From the 27, Tannehill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 17-14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Murray off play action. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. On play action, it's Murray. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now, 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. With it is Jackson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bryce Love as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Fights loose. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tannehill. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tannehill on third down. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Tannehill looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And wait, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
First carry for James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll try the left side here with Love. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He completes it to Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Murray a give. This is Conner.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grip.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Isabella. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Murray getting this complete to Conner.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Conner looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They're going to run. Here's Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game, because a lot of times in that situation.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it. Tennessee offense set to go again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Tannehill.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Again, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here.
Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line.
Here's Tannehill. He's got Henry.
Oh, some strong running. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Now Tannehill.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second down and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Throwing Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Just a tough way to end this ball game. You give your kicker the shot there, albeit a pretty long one. Not meant to be.
It certainly wasn't. And kickers, they're better athletes than they've ever been. They're more accurate than they've ever been. But we have to keep reminding ourselves, that distance is not a give-me. That's a long way for any kicker to make it. He missed on.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Come on, boys!
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look.